So the question today is, can Hashimoto's cause a red face? So this is kind of interesting. It's funny, I was just going through last night some of the updated materials that I just recently received on all of the more or less known direct symptoms of Hashimoto's. Red face was not on there. However, I do get a lot of people coming here with red faces. And so I would say indirectly the question might be more, or the answer might be more indirectly. One of the things that will cause, it just said red face, all right? So I have a number of different ideas in my head of what a red face means to that particular person who asked this question. The most common thing I see is actually a rosacea. So I don't know if this person actually has rosacea, which is a butterfly rash across your face. And it mostly comes with the fact that Hashimoto's can be connected to a lot of other autoimmune problems. And so one of the problems that can be connected to is lupus. And so the lupin patients will get that red face. A lot of people come in here and understand they don't know whether they have lupus or not. Some don't even know, most know that they have Hashimoto's now, but I still get a lot of patients who don't know if they have it or not. They just suspect it. Well, they certainly are not suspecting that they might have Hashimoto's, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, antibodies to myelin in their brain. So I mean, there's all these possibilities. Once you have one autoimmune problem, you may not have any other ones, but you may, and then you may get mixed up with some of the symptoms because you're looking up Hashimoto's and there's a whole mess of symptoms that aren't there, but you actually have another autoimmune problem. That's one reason that people will get a red face. Another reason is just high blood pressure. Person's coming in, maybe they got normal blood pressure, and then they get they get exposure to a trigger. The trigger creates an immune inflammatory response that creates an inflammation of the thyroid. The thyroid either starts making more thyroid hormone or the thyroid tissue starts getting damaged. And when a cell, just one thyroid cell gets damaged, that cell contains thyroid hormone. So it contains the magical T3 that goes into your cells and it gives you energy. But if it's getting damaged and it's just spewing out a lot of dead cells with a lot of T3, then you're going to get hyper symptoms, and one of the hyper symptoms you're going to get is going to be a little high blood pressure, and that can cause a red face. The other one I see is unknown food sensitivities. Again, a food sensitivity is something that people say, well, I don't have any food allergies, and a food sensitivity is different. Food allergy is like, I ate the tomato, all of a sudden my face was red and itchy or whatever, and a food sensitivity is, I ate the tomato for dinner in that pasta dinner that I had on Monday night. And oh boy, was it yummy. And then you're asking me about the red face that you got on Wednesday afternoon. So it could be a secondary response to your sensitivity. So those are probably the three main reasons that a person would get a red face. I can't think of any other ones. Bacterial infections, not so much. Chemical sensitivities, maybe not so much. Chemical sensitivities don't usually. Poor gallbladder function. No, that's more redness kind of on the palms. So I would say those are the three that I see. Again, it's not really a cardinal sign of Hashimoto's having a red face. It's more a cardinal sign that the Hashimoto's is probably involved with other aspects of your physiology, and that you don't have just one problem. You probably have some other things going on.